Hi, we will be discussing this particular problem, which is to reverse a given number. And after reversal, we'll have to check if it is a 32-bit integer or not. And if it is a 32-bit integer, we have to return the reverse number. And if it is not, we have to return 0. This has to be handled for both positive and the negative numbers. So these are the different conditions in this particular problem statement. We are going to discuss two different solutions. One will be using the inbuilt functions in Python, and the other one is using the iteration method. So let's start with inbuilt function. So let's try to print the given number here first of all. So if you see the given number is 123, now we'll have to try to reverse it. Let me declare a variable called result, and the first thing which I'm going to do is convert this particular number to a string and use an inbuilt function called slicing over it. So basically in slicing, let's consider a string abcd, abcde. If I have to print the substring bcd from here, my slicing method would be start from the position 2, end at the position 4, and the each and enter the value of iteration in this substring. I have to go one position after the other. That's why I mentioned 2. If I have to go 2 then skip 2, like that, then it the number varies on the iteration of the letters within the substring. Here I need to go one by one, so I'm mentioning 1 here. If I need to print it in the original way, I have to leave it in a positive value. If I need to print it in a reversed way, I have to enter a -1 here. Similarly goes with this particular string. Here I'm not going to mention any start or end value because I need not iterate through the substring, whereas I need to iterate through the entire string itself. So I'm going to leave the start and the end positions empty, and I'm mentioning here -1, which means each and every letter of the string I need to iterate through, but in a reverse order. That's why I mentioned it as a -1. And at the end, I require the string to be an integer. So I'm going to again convert the string to an integer. So let me try to print this particular result. When I print it, I see the number is reversed now. Now let's try to cover up all the edge cases. First of all, before proceeding to the string reversal, I'll have to check if the number is negative or not. So if the number is less than 0, I'm declaring a variable is number negative equal to 1. I'm setting this particular variable to 1. If else, I'm going to set this variable's value to 0. And before starting the string conversion, I'm going to change the value of x to absolute. In mathematics, we know that if modulo of 1, it returns 1. It negates the symbol over there, and that's what I'm doing it here. And this is also again an inbuilt function. And one more case is after reversing, they are asking to check if it is a 32-bit integer. If result dot bit length is less than 32, bit length is one more inbuilt function which checks the number of bits required for a digit. If it is less than 32, and if the number is negative, I'm going to negate the result, absolute value in the result. Return minus absolute value of result. What it does is it includes a negative symbol. If it is a negative number, it includes a negative uh, a minus symbol to the reverse number, because our required output says it has to include a minus sign for a negative number. Else I am returning the number as positive as it is. And here, if the reverse number is not a 32-bit number, I'm going to return 0 as given in the problem statement. Let me try to run it. For this particular test case, it has passed. Let me try to submit it. Yes, all the test cases have passed. So this is a single liner solution. This particular operation can also be done in an iterative method. How can we do it in an iterative method? Basically, my last digit should be the first digit. So how do I obtain it? My first number is equal to x modulo 10. So when I do this, my last digit gets printed. Now I have to omit this last number and consider the next two numbers and then pull out the last number again from it. Okay. I have to omit the last number. So I'm dividing it by 10. Print of x. So now I've obtained this. Now I should try to pull again the last number and combine it with the next one. Result is equal to I'm going to initiate a variable called result equal to 0. Since I have to pull out this last number again and again, I'm going to introduce an iteration over here. Until when this iteration should last for? It should last until this actual number is not equal to 0. It has to last until then. All these activities. Let me try to print it. So if you see, I have 3 to 1. Now I have to combine this 3 to 1 to form a 321. Now all these are separate digits. I have to form uh, a digit which holds 100th position values. I have to combine all these results. So how do I combine it? Every time I pull out the last digit from the actual number, I should try to hold it in an intermediate place. So how do I hold it with this result? I'm going to add it result star 100. So for every iteration, if it has to hold 100 digits in the hundredths place, every time it has to multiply by 10 so that I can achieve my end result. What irrespective of the size of the numbers, this will help me to combine this. Let me try to print the result after this iteration. So if you see here, the number is successfully reversed using the iteration. This can also be done using the recursive method. So let me release the special checks. Let me try to run the code. Let me submit it. And yes, all the test cases have passed. So these are the two different solutions to achieve the reverse and integer. Thank you.